He's like, you almost got me. Almost.
Okay, I think we might be live.
Had me in the first half.
We might be live.
Who knows?
Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. What's up, everybody?
Yo, what's
Yeah.
up?
So,
There you go.
due
Themed.
to an absent member, in lieu of our normal game,
In lieu of the son of Lou.
we're gonna see what's going on with Rose. So when we left off,
Probably being a hoe.
with Rose, yeah, she went off with O'Connor and Randall, the elf sailors. They invited her to come join them on the ship for a little, tour and float about as they do their merchanting, across the ocean. I think they're headed towards Macrotier. So I think we're going to open up with them leading her onto the ship where she meets the other characters. Rose, O'Connor and Randall. Well, let's get a refresher of who Rose is. You want to give us just a quick who is Rose?
Sure. Rose is a cleric halfling with pink hair, flowing white robes, teal hair. Oh, whoa. Teal eyes, lavender hair. An average
Some
height for
kind
a
of hair,
halfling.
gotcha.
Yeah, colorful hair. It's been a minute. She's a very bad cleric for Lunara, the moon goddess.
Yeah.
She likes prison fights, drinking, smoking, and her sexuality is yes.
Yes.
She's the horny halfling.
Yep. Cool. All right. O'Connor and Randall, happy to have a lady in their midst.
I wouldn't call her a lady, but sure.
Yeah. So they're both just like talking to the ship. They're like, O'Connor's like, oh, you're gonna love the ship. It's real nice. So we got like the deck, and there's sails, and sometimes we eat like meals.
Do you have alcohol?
He says, oh, loads of it. There's barrels.
Do you have
of the
smokables?
stuff. He says, yes, indeed, of course we do.
You don't have to sell me on the ship.
You got to use the smokables like behind some barrels. The captain, he don't much like fire on the ship. Thinks it's bad luck.
So the captain's a narc. Got it.
He says, nah, the captain's pretty fixated. He's got, well, we all got trauma, but the captain's trauma's a little special.
That's hot.
And so they're leading you up the gangplank onto the ship. Immediately at the as they're walking onto the actual deck of the ship, they're greeted by a character, and they're like, it's like, oh, Rose, this is whoever wants to be the person they meet.
Name's Mike, mate. Mike Ant Swallows.
We're really doing this. All right, so
What does Rose say to Mike?
no,
Does he now?
I changed it. Yeah. Well, hello there. Who are you?
Rose. Temperance Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Good to meet you.
How are you
Good to
doing?
meet
My
you.
name. So, what brings you aboard our fine vessel? Or
I was bored
ship?
with the land people. I was looking to get drunk and get laid, so here I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how unfortunate for you.
I've seen worse. I used to work in
Well,
prison.
I say that unfortunate because there's definitely two people you're definitely not a laying. It's my dad's.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Your dad's?
My dad's.
It's a
Okay.
big ship. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
My dad's kind of handsome. That's why they're together. But they make a lot of noise at night, and it hurts my feelings.
Well, I got nothing
You know,
against,
when you
I got
don't
nothing
get your
against
own
that.
cabin,
I got
it's
nothing
kinda
against
it's kinda you can only
Oh
put the
Jesus!
pillow
I'm
over your head.
sorry.
So, yeah, I am too. Every
Sorry,
night.
Lunara.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
every
Lunara.
night. Well, I
That's
will
okay.
be-
I got like I said, I got nothing against that. There's plenty of sailors here.
Oh no, they're fine. They're fine. They're great dads. You know.
I pop up from around the corner. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of semen around here. Huh?
Oh God, Dad, go back, please, God. Oh God. Well,
So,
I mean, if nothing else, the ones that
under our
brought
breath,
me,
under
you know.
under
O'Connor's
well,
like,
not getting laid now. Thanks, Dad.
O'Connor's
Anyway.
like, gets real lonely on the ship. You know, changes people's perspective a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I may have dabbled with the women folk myself in ye old times.
Ugh, women are gross.
I'm definitely getting off this ship so I can do the tournament. I swear to God, I'm getting off this ship. I can't stake it anymore.
So real quick, we're going to learn about your characters and just a little bit more in depth. So, Brad, tell us about your character real quick. What are we looking at? What do we see?
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
Nobody.
What race?
Oh, I can't
I
even
see.
hear Brad or see him.
Oh, you might want to like redo. Your
Yeah, I'm gonna reload.
So, okay.
Both of them reloaded.
Yep.
Is James there?
He is
James
now.
exists.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause I
No,
can't
I
see
still
him.
can't see him.
They can't see each other.
Uh,
Son, why are you denying our fatherhood?
refresh your browser.
Right.
Thanks, Roll20. Gah.
Thanks,
I still can't see him.
Brad still can't see Jesse.
Jesse.
I mean
Yeah.
James. Meowth's the name.
I mean, I know they look. I know they look alike, but you know.
Everything is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't see him.
How about now? He's loaded in. No.
I still don't see Brad.
Now, are you
What
just
the hell,
setting the
why don't
camera, or are you
both of
setting
you
the whole
hop-
browser?
Why don't you?
I redid the whole browser.
Why don't you both hop in Discord and just hear each other through that?
I mean, I could.
So I can see and hear you both.
I know you want to see your father's face so bad, but
I hear it enough at night. Yeah.
You know, I still can't see him.
I'll give it another whirl.
Sorry, folks.
Oh
It's
no!
like the internet hates us.
Oh, I'll be right back.
He's like.
you left for a minute.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever. Don't leave us, Daddy.
Damn it, Finn! Why would you do that to your father?
You see him
I
now?
still can't see him. No.
Like I
So
said, just hop
weird.
on Discord together.
Yeah.
You don't have to see each other as long as everyone else can see and hear you.
Okay.
I'll hop in Discord. That's weird.
It is weird.
So is that what we're doing? We're moving to Discord.
Just them.
I'm
Just them.
not.
Oh, okay. All right, then that's good.
Just me and him will move to Discord.
Yeah, it's so they can hear each other.
Okay.
I hear a lot of things now.
Yeah.
Am I still in the Discord? No, I'm not in the Discord. It should just be y'all two.
It is. That's weird.
All right. Can you hear each other now?
Diddle-diddle.
Yeah, I can hear him
I
fine.
need to turn down my stuff. Are we good now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so Brad, tell us about your character, Mike, the fighter. What race and gender and all that kind of stuff we're looking at here.
Oh, he's human, and I reckon he's male. If that's not offensive to anyone. And yeah, he's just human male.
Human male fighter. Yeah. How old?
Yeah. Late 40s, maybe.
Okay. Cool. And how long has he been working on the ship?
Since he was 14.
A long time. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Any special traits or backstory we should know about Mike?
He's gay.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, super fucking gay, mate.
Yeah. I mean,
God, Mike is just the gayest.
is there levels of gay?
If there were levels of gay,
Well-
he'd be the fucking top one, yeah?
It goes all the way from the bottom rung purple all the way up to the top rung red.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's fucking bright red.
Yeah. Is the red flag gay? I don't. Is that like at the beach? Like.
No, I did that because his background is rainbow colored
Yeah, I know.
pirates.
I figured that, but I'm just thinking, like when you're at the beach, they put the flags up, and like the most dangerous flag is the red. I mean.
Well, I mean, why do you think all oh fuck, what are they called? Lifeguards wear red.
Yeah.
Got excellent bodies. God.
So you can see them better.
Nah, they're
No, it's because
gay.
they're sexy and gay.
All right, cool. All right, so then we see Finn. What does Finn look like?
I just since since I don't, they're my stepdads. They adopted me. I'm black hair.
Are you
Real dark.
human or are you?
Yeah, I'm a human.
Okay,
I'm human.
male.
Yep, male.
And what's
Definitely
your-
male.
What's your class?
What was it? Where did I put that? Captain don't like fire on a boat, but I'm a wizard and he's gonna get pissed.
I love fire.
Gee whiz. Not you
Good
don't,
golly gee willikers.
not all wizards do fire magic, right? You don't have to.
All wizards,
All wizards do fire magic.
Rose
the
really likes
goal.
setting
Yeah,
fires.
black hair, brown eyes, kinda skinny.
Yeah. How old?
How old am I?
Yeah.
We'll go with 25.
25.
Knee high to a
I'm a
grasshopper.
young man, and I'm trying to get off his boat so I
How,
can.
how old were you when you got adopted?
24.
Oh, I was
Adopted by Tiger
15, so
Cool.
I was 15. So
Cool.
been stuck here way too long.
Oh, also, Mike, what is your weapon?
Yeah. What'd you say?
What's your weapon?
It's like a scimitar.
Yeah, okay. Classic sort of seafaring medieval item.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and Finn, do you use any sort of weapon
I have a staff.
infection?
I have a staff.
It's cool.
I hit things really hard with this stick.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm thinking about hitting my father's one day.
Wow.
It's getting weird. Yeah.
Kinky.
I hope you can hit it one day with your father.
You don't know the sounds. They're
Whoa.
terrifying.
Anyways, all right, cool. Any particularly interesting things we should know about Finn? Put your mouthpiece down, because I don't know what you're saying.
I'm talking to Gloriana.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were still talking to me.
Yeah, as I said, is there any other interesting facts we should know about Finn?
No, he just wants to hell off his ship so he can have sex.
Cool.
Because,
Well,
there's a lot of men on this ship.
I mean, sex may have just come on the ship, so.
No, my dad's ruined that a minute ago when he showed his face.
Yep. All right. So then, Ian Swallows. I take it by the last name. Danny, tell us about your character.
Yeah. My name is Ian Swallows.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
a former pirate under the Captain Stankbeard.
Yeah. Well, why aren't you a pirate under Snakebeard anymore?
It's because I met Mike. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah. Are you also a human?
No, I'm a frog person.
You're a frog person. All right. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's some weird.
It's only weird
shit.
because I'm under half his height.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I mean,
Or convenient.
yeah, that makes some things more convenient for sure. All right. And so how did you and Mike meet?
Well, we were robbing one of the ships he was on, and I just fell in love with him at first sight. Such a beautiful man.
Well, and Mike, can you confirm that that's the case?
Yeah. It's like, hey, there's a frog. I haven't had sex with one of those. So I tried it. Yeah. Love it.
Cool. I have lots of questions that I don't want to ask, so I'm not going to. What is your gender, class, all that kind of stuff, Ian?
I'm a very lovely man.
Okay.
I am a ranger,
Ranger. Okay.
and I'm 35.
35 in frog years or in like people years?
In people years, I don't really count frog years.
Yeah. Yeah. Has Ian ever met Kroger?
That's actually my step cousin.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, we got apparently Kooksy would like us all to know that Daniel has a small penis. He heard it from a friend. He can't verify, but he's pretty sure that it's a fact.
By friend, he means him, and by verify, he means I showed him.
He also wants to be put in timeout for being a bad boy. But I would like him to know that bad boys get time in, not time out. So yeah, there we are. Cool. What weapon is Ian using?
Ian uses a bow, but he also has a spear.
Okay. And
And I also have a little animal companion.
yeah, and what was your animal companion?
My animal companion is a sperm whale.
I mean, that's not gonna fit on the ship.
It doesn't have to fit on this ship. It's in the water.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Why not?
His name is Claykin.
Claykin? Is it Clay? It's not Clay Aiken though.
No, who's Clay Aiken?
All right. Cool. So what else do we need to know about Ian?
Well, the only other thing is, technically I was left for dead when I fell off a traveling ship. That's when I met Claykin.
Oh, okay.
He's the same age as me. He's 35.
Yeah. How do you know?
Well, because when he found me, he was a calf, so I'm assuming it's around my age.
Oh, okay.
But I can talk to animals, so I did eventually ask him.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now, so is Ian aware of the bug problem in the North Sea?
Ian keeps himself clean, so he doesn't care about bugs.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if he's been on this ship for a while and the ship's only been in the South Seas, he may not know about the problem in the North Seas.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Last point that needs to be known: Ian is a power top.
He is, unfortunately.
The only thing I can say to that is, if you're going to choose that lifestyle, you got to do the time, man. You got to give and take. I'm just saying, I don't believe in top onlys. Just saying. But that's just my personal view. You gotta take as much as you give. Anyways, so yeah, Rose, you've met this colorful cast of people on the onset. There's still more people on the ship, but these are the ones you've met immediately. What's Rose thinking right about now?
Yeah, I kind of wander off. they're like, oh no, we're gay, and I'm like, cool, and then I just wander off.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're roll like a defy danger for me.
Sure. On what?
Let's just go with dexterity.
Okay. 8.
Cool. So as you're walking, a door flings open, and it just grazes you. You kind of jump out of the way before it completely hits you. And coming out of the door is a very very large troll, and he's got one leg, and the other leg is it's sort of a peg leg made of like looks like black bone. And he says, "Yar! Who be the intruder on my ship?" And so Randall and O'Connor kind of run up and like, "Oh no, it's cool. This is Rose. Yeah, we invited her just to come, check the ship out." And he says, "You've been thinking with the South Head again, haven't you?" And O'Connor's like, "Guilty." And then Randall's like, "It's like, Rose, this is our captain. This is Mobius Richards." And Mobius is like, "I guess it's a pleasure to meet you. Not actually sure yet." And he holds out his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna give a very Rose response. I'll be like, "I'd climb you like a tree and show you what you could do with that peg leg."
He says, "Well,
She
that
reminds me of
sounds
when I was younger."
says, "That sounds mighty kind of you, but I'm only interested in one thing, and that's revenge. Revenge!"
Oh man.
And like, somehow
That's
out of
worse than
nowhere,
someone that
lightning
only
cracks
wants
behind
dick.
him.
I just walk away.
No bad feelings, honey. I've already tried.
And he just kind of turns and starts walking, like the conversation just wasn't happening. And from out behind him,
Well, like literally, I already walked away because
from out behind
I
him
was
comes
like, okay, next.
comes this sort of like little old man, and little old man's like, it's like, "Randall, O'Connor, are you riling up the captain again?" And O'Connor's like, it's like, "Oh, this is Rose." And the guy introduces himself, the old man, and he says, "Oh, I'm First Mate Scat."
I look at him, I go, "Sorry, daddy issues only. No granddaddy issues here."
And he says, "Well, if you're getting yourself acquainted, if you look up there, there's our navigator." And you see another halfling, and also a gentleman, mid-30s. He says, "That's Fartsworth." And he gestures a little further down to a guy who's like got some maps and stuff, and he says, "That over there, that's Ensign Pyle." And you see another human, and then coming out of another door a little further down, you see a woman, and she's a what you call it, cat person.
Tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah, Tabaxi. And she comes out, and she's got like kind of like slightly matted fur, like she didn't take care of herself that well. She's got an apron on, and she's wearing a corset, and she's very buxom. And she says, "What's that? Is that
Oh,
another
God.
woman?"
It's got a Cockney accent, God.
Lord, it's another woman. I'm not alone anymore. Oh, great. Now my nethers can take a rest.
What a cock block, no.
And Randall's like, it's like, "Oh yeah, that's Kate." And she says, "Yep, Kate's my last name though. My first name's Defy."
No.
She says, "I'm the cook around here. I hope you I hope you like fish." And she's, "If you'll excuse me," and then she starts like just kind of licking her hand, and then like, walks back into the kitchen. And you hear the captain kind of boom in the distance. He's like, "All right, we're about to sail off. Swallows and swallows, ready the sails."
Yeah.
Hi, Captain.
He says, Finn, Finn, Finn."
Yes.
He says, "That deck's not gonna clean itself. Get to it, boy."
I'm gonna go clean it. burn this motherfucker down one day. I swear to God. Set that troll on fire. He's never gonna understand.
He says, O'Connor, Randall, let's get our gear off the deck there. And they start like undoing the ropes. And you're like, all right, well, Rose, you show yourself around and maybe don't get any trouble. You know, maybe you go help out Kate in the kitchen. So yeah, they start shoving off, and the ship starts departing for the sea. And you know, once kind of all the things are done, and everyone's like sort of getting their jobs completed. Does anyone like talk to Rose? Or does Rose pick out a person to talk to?
Must be talking to Gloriana again.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't-
Okay. I'm gonna critique her wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Honey, that is so last season. Come on. Here, come with me. I can get you suited up real nice. You'll look real fine. And I'm sure I can tell you one or two of the guys around here you might want to see.
Okay. Also, direct me to the booze. I need to be drunk now.
Also in my room.
Oh yeah.
All right. So as you guys are heading towards the room, O'Connor is like, oh, you got to watch that one, Rose. Like, you know, he says he likes the man meat, but you know, I think he just likes anything that moves.
Oh, you
Okay.
big flirt.
He's like, I seen him, you know, with old Kate. Why do you think her hair is so matted?
I'm guessing semen.
Guessing right.
Who is it
probably.
that's saying this to her?
It's O'Connor.
O'Connor, honey. Like, I hate to break the news to you, but I'm a frog. We don't produce semen.
You know.
He says, "Oh, you do. I've seen you take plenty of sea boys and turn them into seamen."
Freaking Christ.
Oh, you.
Oh,
And he slaps you on the ass and starts walking away.
Yeah. They're so fun here.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Ian, to get you to the room. Finn, you're mopping the deck, and Randall walks up to you, and Randall's like, he's like, any day now, any day, man. He's gonna promote you, and you ought to be cleaning these decks anymore. I could feel it.
Nah. No, he's not. I've accepted my fate.
He's like,
It's okay.
man, just don't burn the place down, okay? Like, I need this job. He says,
I'm not gonna make any promises.
He says, hey, you know, when we were loading the crates, did you ever see what was in them? Because, you know, I asked the captain, and he told me it
Oh
was
God, no!
none of
Last
my
time this
GD
happened.
business.
Oh, and the last time that response was getting no.
Hmm.
On a player level. Mm.
You know, I don't quite know. Maybe we should go take a look at them.
He says, we'll have to wait, you know. The captain, he's most vigilant at night. You know, he's watching the seas. He's looking for that damn Leviathan that ate his leg.
Don't worry, just a little bit of fire on the boat. We can put it right out. He'll go running.
He says,
I've done it 2 or 3 times to get him away from stuff, so I can steal his food in his room.
He says, oh, really? You like that kind of thing?
What kind of thing?
He says, well, you know, the captain only eats clams.
Yeah. Clams are good.
Ugh,
That's fine with me.
Remind me of ejaculate.
That's disgusting. Now I don't like you anymore. Jesus. You know, I wish I could go just 5 minutes without something gay being said. Just 5 minutes. I hear it all night. Do you know what it sounds like when a frog and a human go at it? Do you know?
He says, well, we all know. It's just,
You're not in the room.
he says,
You're not in the room. I don't have a room. I have it with them.
He says, well, I mean, sometimes I'm in the room.
I'm now disgusted even more because I didn't know
Sometimes
you were
Mike likes to watch.
He says, I mean, you're usually asleep by the time I come in.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope. Yeah,
This is no longer Rose's journey to have sex. It is Finn's journey to get the hell off this boat.
Yeah, it is. The hell off this
He says,
boat.
hey,
It's
listen,
all the adventure.
listen. We were talking to that Rose chick, and she said she's pretty down for like whatever. So I think O'Connor and I are, we're gonna hit her up tonight. You want to come?
Nah, man, look, man, if I'm gonna go, I ain't gonna go with you two because I don't want to come back with something else.
He goes, man, we got treated for that like last time we were in Mackertier.
Absolutely not. That was just me assuming. Absolutely not. Nope. I'm good.
He's like, I don't even know if humans can catch it.
I don't want to find out.
And he says, I mean, and also,
Nope.
I mean, Kate's always, available.
Yeah, she is.
Man, I see the way she looks at you.
Meaning that these pirates have made the adequate choice to come fuck me. Just saying. That's how good I am. That's how good I am.
As well.
Oh my God.
All right, man. If you change your mind,
I won't.
I mean, sometimes when the lower register takes over,
It's
I
time to
punch it
cash
until
out.
it goes back to sleep.
Hor-
If you know what I mean.
he says, horny brain makes weird decisions sometimes.
It does. That's why I punch it enough and it goes back to sleep, and so do I.
I mean, I punch mine too, but
Yeah.
before it goes to
Sometimes
sleep,
that's
it usually
just the
spits
opposite.
everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a terrible game.
This is the sexiest game.
I don't know.
This game's
This one
pretty
doesn't
good.
involve his rat ass, but
Yeah, ain't tearing into rats.
You know what? Fair enough. If there's no rat ass, it's not sexy enough.
So yeah, Mike, you're working on the sales, and Ensign Pyle walks up. And Ensign Pyle was the halfling, and he walks up and he says, "Hey, Mike. So I hear you and Ian, you guys got into a little tiff the other day. What was that all about?"
Well, he wanted me to go into the water with him and the sperm whale. And I said no.
And that's it? That's all you guys were fighting about?
Yeah. We always fight about sex.
Wait, was he having sex with a sperm whale?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
I don't know.
Blowhole!
He says, so your boy been getting restless lately. Like he wants to leave the ship or something.
Yeah, I reckon me giving it to his father 3 times a night drives him a little bit wild.
Yeah, you ever think about, getting him one of them ladies next time we're on land? Or one of them men? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. He doesn't give a real good clue about what he's into, other than getting off the ship.
Yeah, no, I think he just wants away from us.
Yeah? Yeah. Oh, well.
Just for a moment.
Well, saw Fluffy hacking up that hairball,
It's not
so I think I'm gonna go check that out.
That's Kate.
See if I can't help her clear her pipes.
Good luck on your conquest, mate.
He says, "Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I call it a conquest. It's more of just like a regular Tuesday, I guess. But needs must. Hey, what do you think of the new girl?"
A bit of a slut.
he looks around and he's like, "Have you been on this ship long?"
Yeah.
I don't think there's a pure one around us. Except for maybe your boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, you think your boy might like the new girl?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just talk about sports and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard him saying something about the tournament. Does he like the tournament?
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you know nothing about your child.
He's like, "Oh, here comes the captain. Getting back to work." And he like runs off and starts doing stuff, you know. He's not actually like accomplishing much. He's just like fiddling with some rope and looking like he's doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so Captain Richards he's like, "Mike," and just nods at you as he walks by.
Captain.
And so the evening sort of tarries on, and it gets like down to like dinner time, and so there's like a mess hall, and so are we all convening in the mess hall? I would assume, hope, anyways.
Sure.
Yeah, because there's booze there and there's food.
I'm tossing a little bit of fish out the window at the whale.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, Fluffy's like bringing out like some fish.
Kate.
Yeah, Fluffy. Kate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Kate's bringing out the fish and setting it down on the table. And Finn, your fish has got like a little extra sauce on it. When she puts it down, she kind of like bends down, and she looks at you and she sort of like winks at you, and she's like, "Made that one a little extra special for you," and leans back up.
I fucking need off this ship. Oh God, she's gonna fucking rape me. Like,
And
Oh, he's gonna cry.
and when she gets to first mate Scat, she sort of just like throws his down, and she's like, "Scat," and just keeps walking. And you know, sets everyone
I'm gonna
else
lean
down.
over to Rose and be like, "He's into pooping."
Because you know, Defy Kate isn't, or Ensign Kyle, or Navigator Fartsworth. All very unfortunately named.
Oh yeah.
But hey, at least Temperance is gonna come up smelling roses.
Good
And
luck.
yeah, and so then there's like
Yeah.
you know, several pitchers of ale on the tables, so Rose, have you been on a ship since the last time you were on a ship and there were bugs everywhere?
If someone actually asks her that, she'll start like going through the PDS, you know, like, "Oh God, no, not the bugs!"
Yeah, so I think Kate sits down beside you, and he's
Please
so,
no, don't.
Yep, no, she does. And
Okay,
she's
cool,
like,
yeah.
she's like, "Oi, love," she says, "you ever been on a ship before?"
Yeah, I'm like, no, yeah, I've been on a ship. Yeah, can we not talk about it?
She says, "Oh, did something unfortunate happen
Yes,
to you?"
yes, it did.
She says, "Oh, well, I hope nothing unfortunate besets you upon this ship." She stares
She
at
just
you.
kind of gets, she just kind of gets this far off, just kind of crazed look, and kind of looks off to the side.
So she looks around and she says, "Now you boys all behave yourself. I don't need you treating this nice young lady like you treat me." He says, "We don't want to traumatize any more young ladies. You know what happened to the last one."
Uh-oh.
And she looks at me and she's like, "Oh no, honey, don't worry. It was all her fault anyways."
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah. Do you ask anyone?
I'm afraid to at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Does anyone offer words of reassurance to Rose?
It's okay. Half of us are gay.
Yeah, it's not the people I'm worried about, but okay, yeah, sure.
I would be careful about going down. We have a cellar down there, and Scat Tony likes to hang around down there.
Scat Tony? Okay.
Sometimes he gets a little scatatonic.
Damn it.
Anyways.
More beer, gotcha.
Yep. So, what's Finn doing?
Finn's just trying to eat this meal she gave him. and
Eat around the saucy parts.
The saucy boys.
yeah. Because I'm not sure what this sauce is made out of.
Yeah, that's a mystery sauce.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pale yellow creamy sauce.
Oh no.
Yeah. It just has like its own natural umami flavor.
Oh no. No.
Okay,
So
it's secretion.
what's hilarious is like in my mind, like Rose talks this big talk, but then like when it's time to like pay up, no one can find her. She's just off drinking somewhere. So she talked about like being like the biggest and the baddest, and like I'll take all of you, but like she's really just hiding in the cellar drinking.
Oh, you know,
Scat Tony.
if you leave the table, someone's gonna like be like, oh, escort you to wherever you want to go.
Yeah, of course. But like currently, like in my mind, it's gonna be like she talks a big game, and then she's just like, oh yeah, I'm really tired.
So yeah, you're sitting there, and Randall's like, it's like, so Rose, after dinner, are you up for some dessert? Wink, wink. But he like blinks both eyes.
Oh, you poor thing. Do you have a magical affliction with your eye?
He says, yeah, I have the magical affliction of being hard.
Jeez.
7
Jesus.
And then O'Connor's like, hey, don't forget, this is a joint venture. Do you answer their advances?
I mean, they're kind of talking to each other, like after.
Well, he asked you the question though.
Oh yeah, sure. That sounds great. I love dessert.
He's like, yeah. I mean, like, cream puffs and Twinkies. And then he leans over to Mike and he's like, am I right? Twinkies. Mm.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, bloody right, eh?
Ah, they're so creamy on the inside.
Yeah.
And so you're all like having your awkward conversations and in this somewhat dim lighting, and suddenly Mobius just like stands straight up and he's like, it's out there.
Jesus Christ, here we fucking go again.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
And he like takes off running.
I lean over to Finn and I'm like, two things. And I'm like, what the hell is that senile old man talking about?
It's this fucking monster that took his fucking leg.
And
I swear.
And two, dear God, help me.
Fingers crossed for Moby Dick.
You
I'm
came
gonna
on this
scream. I'm gonna go help by screaming out "Clakin" and then jumping out the window onto my whale.
Cool.
Wow.
So roll discern realities.
Me, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Did you roll?
Getting my advanced roller. No, I'm
Okay.
getting my advanced roller out. $12.
Wow, yeah, you discern all the realities. Yeah, so you jump out on Claken, and as soon as you get out there, you notice that the sea is very still, and there doesn't seem to be any sea life in the immediate area. And Claken is sort of trembling.
I'm just gonna ask him what's wrong since I can understand him.
Yeah, Claken's like, something's not right. Something's not right at all. He says, I can feel it to the core of my bones. There's something's coming. Something's coming.
I'm gonna blow up my chest chin thing that frogs have and just scream, "Prepare for battle!"
Battletoads.
So Kate is
Battletoad.
Kate looks at Mike and Kate's like, when he says battle, does it mean we're gonna do that thing again, or do you think he means like fighting?
Probably real fighting. What is other battle?
Come on, Mike, tell him about it.
Imagine 30 men,
Oh, okay.
naked,
All right.
in the gallows,
Okay.
covered in butter,
All right.
and then you just get in one big pile.
Okay. All right.
After you explain it, Kate's like, fine, I'll grab the quill. I'll keep score again.
So in my town, they call that a macrotier yeast roll.
So, first mate Scat's like, you know, he's just like slowly walking to the door, like this whole time after like the captain ran out. He's just still just like walking like slowly to the door, shuffling even. And Navigator Fartsworth is like in the corner, like stretching, and Anson Pyle's just sitting there eating his food. Meanwhile, Randall and O'Connor have gotten sort of into a heated debate about who gets which end.
Oh no.
So Ian, you're out there and you yell, and initially no one's coming. The captain is now like at the helm, and he's just like peering out at the ocean intensely, and it starts to rain. Do you do anything else? That's cool.
Huh?
Ian.
Who? Ian?
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ian's
While
boss, yeah.
Ian's chewing, Finn, all this is happening. Are you just continuing to eat, or what are you doing?
Man, it's just gonna be another one of them crazy things, man. What is he yelling about now? Yeah, I'm done with this food. Let me go up topside to see what's going on.
So, I'm gonna pat Claykin on the back and be like, guard the ship, and I'm gonna clamber back up the side of the ship.
Okay, cool. So, Finn, as you're exiting the onto the deck, you see Ian getting back on top. What do you do?
I ask him what the hell is going on.
The waters are calm, there's no fish in sight, and Claykin's scared.
Oh shit, it's that fucking monster, I bet. You know it's the monster. You know it's the monster.
So, for those of you who are on the ship, the captain has done this before, where he's run out and he's pretty sure the monster's out there, but it's never been like, you know,
The monster.
quite like this. It's never been the monster, but it's also never been like this, right? This is the first time like these conditions have been met. Every other time, it's just been him, you know, at the helm, like
A little too vigilant. Yeah.
yes, scanning for the monster. And so can I get Claykin to roll a Defy Danger? You can have +1.
Okie dokie. +1, not +2. 7.
So as Claykin's just like sitting still in the water beside the ship, suddenly just like a burst of motion wells up underneath him, and Claykin can't see it, but Claykin can like feel the water. He can smell the like, it's almost like sulfur coming off of whatever it is moving in the ocean, and sort of like moves out of the way, and it was only like slightly grazed by something just like bursting out of the water. So for Finn, the captain, and Ian, You're on the deck, and suddenly it's just like the water bursts out, like there's an explosion almost, and it's night, and in the glint of the moonlight, you can see what almost looks like a translucent like monster. It's a giant sort of like leviathan out of the water, and you can see steam coming off of it.
It's the sea dick.
It's not a sea cucumber, right? And it opens its mouth and lets out like this sort of like high pitched. Like you expected a roar, you didn't get it. You got like this weird screech, and Captain
I
Richards.
swear to God, if that's the fucking monster he's been talking about, I swear to God.
The thing's massive, but Richards points and says, "There she blows, that which took my leg."
Oh my God, I thought he was just lying the whole time.
So
I thought he lost it to syphilis.
So inside, so Rose and Mike, along with the other people that are in there, you hear the bursting of something coming out of the water and the captain yelling. What do you do?
No, it's time to turn in now.
That time I'm hitting the old dusty trail.
I guess since I hear a lot of commotion, I do my best to perform a magic weapon.
Okay.
And I'm guessing since that's a spell, I have to cast a spell, which is on wisdom. Let's see if I make a weapon. Yeah, I do.
Heck yeah. Yeah. So what are you casting? What are you casting?
It basically that the staff that I have that has
Yeah.
like all the cool stuff on it.
Yep.
It's empowered now.
Yeah. And does it get? Does it get spikes or what happens to it? Does it glow?
It's a glowing white light.
Yeah. Okay.
That kind of swirls up at like a DNA helix.
Yeah. So when that happens, Kate beside you's like, "Oh crikey! Look at that! She's got a magic glowing stick. Bet you can see real good in the dark with that."
Thought she was gonna make a dildo joke, so kudos for not going there.
Yeah. She's just excited that like she's not gonna have to keep score for some weird butter battle thing.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. When she asks you about seeing in the dark, you answer it all. Or you're just ignoring her.
I'm like, it also makes me hit stuff better.
She's oh. Yes, well, lots of people around here like to hit it and quit it, as they say.
Not what I was going for, but good try.
She says, "Guess we best get outside. Sounds like there's quite a commotion. Come on,
Yeah.
lassie." And she sort of like grabs you by the hand.
I don't want to touch her hand, but I go anyway.
Well, when she grabs, do you want to roll a Defy Danger to not be grabbed by her?
Can I do it without hurting her feelings? Like pretend like, well, and just kind of run beside her?
You can. Maybe you can roll on charisma to like, gracefully.
Yeah. Okay. I want to try that. Yep. I don't know. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. She sort of like touches you for a brief second, and her fur is like damp and slightly sticky.
Oh, cool.
And then you like pull away, and what do you say to her?
I'm just like, oh, hey, yeah, no, I think that we can run faster if we just go off and don't, untethered, and that way we can do, like if I need to combat, I have both my hands for my magic staff.
She says, she says to you, "Oh, yes, that makes sense. You're a smart one, aren't you? Did you go to the book learnings?"
Sure, yeah, I went to a monastery to learn.
Is that a monastery? You worship one of them divine beings?
Yeah, Lunar, she's pretty cool.
Oh, well, fancy you. All right then, well, let's be on our way. And then she like crouches down on like all fours and just sprints out.
Yep.
And Mike, what are you doing?
going up to the top deck.
All right, cool. So you're running out too. Yeah, and obviously O'Connor and Randall they're running out, and Navigator Farnsworth mid stretch is like, "Oh, are we not doing the battle now? Well, maybe I'll just battle myself." And he's
So
like,
he's gonna self-butter?
and then he just like disappears into the back, and then Ensign Pyle's like, "Oh God, I had so many plans for this evening. Well, guess we'll do the captain's crazy bullcrap tonight." And he starts walking out too. As you all go out the door, you pass by First Mate Scat as he's still sort of just like slowly making his way to the door. So you all get outside and you see this monstrosity sitting there making its weird screeching, cackling noise. What's everybody doing? Like what is so Ian as they're like bursting out and you see this thing? What are you doing?
I am going. I'm going to yell at it. What the fuck are you doing? It's an animal, so I can talk to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So roll charisma.
Oh yeah. 10.
He's so it screeches back, and what is unintelligible to the rest of you as nothing other than like screeches and high pitched noises. But to Ian, you understand him to basically indicate his intention to devour most of you and impregnate what's left.
Well, with them not understanding what happened, I'm now going to shout, "Well, how about I impregnate you instead?"
He says, in like a bout of confusion that like expresses that
So
he can't be
I'm
impregnated.
I haven't seen it yet, right?
You're like bursting out right now as this conversation is sort of happening that you can't understand.
Just tell me when I see it.
Okay. You see it.
And I turn around and go back inside. And I start going, no, no.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shout back, "I can't be impregnated either, so what are we going to do about this?"
He says, so it's like getting tired of this conversation, but it does sort of express to you that like in so many words the way that it impregnates isn't like it. You're not getting pregnant in the natural sense. More that like it's gonna like implant you with eggs that will like burst from the inside out, and you know.
My only real question is, have I distracted it enough for everyone else to get a shot off?
Yeah, sure. People can take like a +1 advantage while you're conversating with it.
That's the point. Anybody? Nobody?
Nobody.
Okay.
Rose
I
is
mean,
terrified.
were we ready to attack this thing?
Oh, he wants to kill this thing. I'm literally just distracting it with conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll swipe at it.
Let him swipe at it first.
All right. Like you sort of see the scene, like it's sort of screeching at Ian, and Ian's talking back to it.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Go for some damage.
Yeah, you
Cool.
can get him, honey.
Yeah. Tell me how you slice at it.
And just walk up to it and can't. And just slice it.
You poke it.
Yeah, poke it.
So you should just like.
Just,
Uh.
you can't.
And you see it squiggle a little bit, and it says, once again, you don't understand. But it screeches sort of like, what the F? And then it sort of like takes one of its fins and swats at you, missing. But it does sort of swat at you. Finn, what are you doing while this is happening?
I'm going to... Hey, Captain, I know you don't like fire on the boat, but I gotta do this. I'm gonna try to cast a fireball on this thing. I know you want it dead. Can I do this, Captain? Hey, Captain, I'm asking you a question.
So the captain is like running towards, there's like a harpoon on one end of the ship, and he's like bolting for it on his, kind of like, imagine someone with a peg leg running, right? It's a weird, it's a weird motion. Yeah. But he's like doing his best to get to this harpoon, and he just yells out, "No fire! No fire!"
Captain, okay, well, all right, well, I guess Magic Missile it is. God damn it, I told him it's gonna kill this thing, but nobody ever fucking listens to me. All I gotta do is hit it one good fucking time. That's all right. That's fine. That's okay. Nobody ever gives me a raise. Nobody ever gives me anything. You know what? That's fine. I'll just go ahead and just randomly do this. Who knows? Maybe we'll die. Maybe we won't. Captain never listens to me. This could be all over in just one fell swoop. But oh no, that's fine, Captain. Do I still get a +1 advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this would have been really great. Been really great. Oh, look at that, Captain. Oh, look at that. Oh, that would have been great, Captain. All right. What's the damage on that? I might as well empower it since it's +10.
Yeah.
Fucking Captain. Oh, yeah, we'll just let him do double damage. Where is that stupid thing? Okay, 2d6. 2d4. 4. Bloop. So it does. That's 10 damage.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, and where on the body do you shoot these missiles at?
I'm gonna shoot it directly in its eyes, if I can see them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Like hits its eyes. It closes its eyes when you hit it, but it does a lot of damage, and it certainly will blur its vision, and it'll take further disadvantage going forward. As it sort of and it shakes its head back and forth, and as it's shaking its head, this sort of viscous fluid flies out of its mouth, like slobber spit. As it hits the deck, you see it sort of burn and sizzle as though it were acidic. So that's happening. Meanwhile, Randall and O'Connor are they're out there now, and they both have pikes with rope on it, and they're throwing the pikes at this guy, and let's dice roll with this, see what happens. Randall and O'Connor. Bueller. Nice. Yeah, so they both managed to get the pikes on either side of its upper neck portion, and they yell out, "Grab the ropes! We'll pull the beast down!"
Okay. Yeah, just let me know when it's my turn.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. So for Cat, because I know that she's a scaredy cat right now. Divine Guidance would be cast a spell as well, correct? Because it doesn't have what to roll on.
Probably, yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll on Divine Guidance and be like, "Oh God, what do I do?" And let's see if I get an answer. So she's basically praying to Lunaro, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not actually a roll. That's just something you do. It just takes a turn.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well.
Your divine guidance, as you're sort of speaking with your god, and the moon's out, so it's strong with the power of your god. You hear a voice that says, "The real threat is yet to come. Patience and ready for upon you comes a great threat.
So fight, don't fight. Like I'm sitting here just arguing with the god. Like, should I hide? What's going on?
So the god comes back to you. Its size, it's like.
This is how I feel like that things go in real life, but yeah, continue.
The god's like, listen, bitch. That thing out there, that's not your real problem. That's gonna go away here in a minute.
Okay.
The real problem's something way worse, and you better be ready to fight when that happens.
Got it. Don't sleep with the sailors. They have dick rot. Okay.
The god's like, you'll see. And you'll be
Okay.
sorry.
More like sea Nazis.
And I guess I head back there very timidly and go, okay, holding my magic weapon like, I got this.
And then you hear like a celestial click. Like, click.
That makes sense.
So yeah, back outside, you see overhead the bolt from the harpoon get shot out, and it hits the Leviathan thing, like, and it goes like through the top part of its roof of its mouth and out the top of its snout. And you see the captain. He starts to like crank, trying to pull this thing down. Do you guys like grab the rope as Randall and Connor have asked, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Roll on strength.
Damn!
Make sure
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys all pretty much start pulling this thing down to the thing, and it's wriggling and trying to break free, but it can't as you're all pulling it down to the deck. You get its head close to the deck where you would hopefully be able to attack it, you hear Ensign Pyle. Yep, that guy. Ensign Pyle is standing like up where the helm is, and he's like, guys, there's another ship coming. It looks weird.
Weird how?
He says, well, it's not sailing through the ocean.
oh shit.
You got some ghost ship or some shit now?
I don't know, but it's definitely like it's sailing above the ocean. If that makes sense.
Fuck.
Man, y'all got that elven weight again.
Like how high?
It's flying like through the air, but it's like probably, I don't know, 6 feet or more above the ocean.
Ooh.
The bottom of the ship.
What
And
the
somebody want to roll discernibility to see if they can't see it. I mean, he's got a little bit of
Yeah.
a,
And what's that
advantage
again?
higher
What's that on again?
wisdom.
Awesome. Yeah. What do I see? Tell me. I got it.
Yeah, so you see the ship itself is it's sort of it's like a silver ship with gold trim all around it, and
Is this Ted?
the sails no
It's got spinners on it.
the sails no this
Sick
is
lightning bolts across the side.
this is like classy metal work. It's very like
Okay,
ornate, lots
Yeah,
of filigree.
didn't know. Yeah.
The sails seem to be made of like a shimmery black mesh, almost like they wouldn't catch wind, but like they're just almost ornamental. And the ship is definitely a lot smaller than your ship, but it's almost like a ship was 75% smaller, but still all the same proportions of a ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of relay the information, and it sounds very hard to describe, but yeah.
And it's sort of glimmering in the moonlight. It's still a little bit of distance away. And the creature starts like wriggling. Ian, you can sort of understand that he's, I mean, his mouth's full of like pikes and stuff, but through his mumbles, you can hear him sort of say like, they come, we are all so fucked right now. Oh, and he's like wriggling, he's like, let me go. I need free.
No.
He's like, you're all doomed. I mean, you were all doomed before, but now you're really doomed.
Well, there's one certain god that already made me doomed.
And so what are Finn?
Well, I wouldn't hear this. I would have to.
You're supposed to like holding the thing down, but do you do anything while you're holding it down, or?
I mean, what's this thing saying? You can understand it, Dad.
It says we're fucked. I told him I'm already fucked. It's fine.
Maybe you should ask him why.
Well, I have to assume it's because of the giant floating ship.
Yep.
The fancy tiny ship coming towards us.
So, if you want to handle it here, I can go check it out.
Yeah, I'll go figure out what's going on right now.
So
I need to get the fuck off the ship. I need to get the fuck off the ship.
I'm gonna hop down on Claken, and his strengths are he's fast and tireless, so we're gonna shoot across the water towards the ship.
Okay. All right. So yeah, while you're on Claken and you're heading towards where the ship is, the rest of you are still holding down the Leviathan there, and the captain like gets that final crank in and locks it in place, and he starts like sort of pegly running over, and he draws his sword. It looks like he wants to like stab this thing. As he's nearing it, you look up in the moonlight. You see sort of a shimmer, and then like down on top of the back of the Leviathan, a sort of silver arrow lands and embeds itself in his back. It sits there for a second, and then it starts to like wriggle, and then it wriggles inside him, like a worm or a creature would.
Oh my God! Push it off! Push it off!
Yeah. Do you do anything? I mean, like you've got seconds before something else happens. But...
yeah, Captain, push this thing off the boat.
Captain, no! This is my victory! It will not be stolen from me!
I'm pretty sure, Captain, are you sure this is the thing that took your leg?
He says it most certainly is.
Are you sure, Captain?
He says, boy, don't question me.
Well, that little thing just wiggled in there like it was an arrow, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't an arrow.
So, as he's, is Brad still around? Is Brad alive?
Brad?
Uh-oh.
You might have gone to get another beer.
Yeah. So yeah, as he's like going to make the stab, you see the Leviathan suddenly just start decaying rapidly. Like the flesh starts decaying and shriveling, and then he makes the stab and just stabs through like empty hollow bones, and then those start to like deteriorate, like turning to ash almost and disintegrating underneath. Once it sort of disintegrates into nothing, into like a pile of ash, you see the arrow just sort of like sticking up out of the ash, and you, like the rope you guys are holding onto, you all like fall backwards as the rope lets go because it's no longer embedded in anything.
Ew, that's nasty.
And then Kate, like seeing all this down happens, is kind of like looks around and she's like, "Do you guys mind?"
Mind what?
Yeah, mind what?
She's, "Oh, good." And she like jumps in the pile of ash, turns a few circles, and does what cats do in sand or dirt or ash or whatever. Old Defy Kate. So she's doing that. So yeah, Ian, you get close to the ship, and do you want to roll like a certain realities or?
Well, first I'm gonna say I have him skimming like just underneath the surface of the water, and I'm
Okay.
gripping onto him.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm moving really fast over the top of the water.
Okay. All right.
I'm smaller, so it should be harder
Yeah.
to see me.
So when you get paid,
And yeah, I'm gonna discern realities.
All right.
10.
All right.
Jesus.
As you're getting close, it's hard to see because the thing is up in the air a distance, but you can sort of make out what look like sort of small, pale humanoid creatures with what look like sort of glistening wings on their backs.
Weird.
Huh.
So I don't make out anything else? Nothing like identifying on the ship or anything?
Yeah, you see those people. They're what's manning the ship, and you can see the ship itself. Like I said, it's very ornate and whatever. But like, I mean, nothing to explain why necessarily it's flying.
Oh no, it's a small ship! Ricky's on it. I
Fair
just
enough.
figured it out.
Do
No!
you do anything?
I'm gonna head back and report what I saw.
So you can turn around. Okay, roll on Dex for I guess like stealth of not being noticed. I guess
5.
you are definitely noticed.
Okay, we'll just say I'm a bright orange frog.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
hilarious.
maybe they detected you with magic, right? So yeah.
I think it'd be funnier if he was just actually visible, like super
Yeah.
visible.
I'm a super orange frog. I'm like, they'll never see me coming. I'm such a small creature.
Yeah. So as you turn around and start heading back, a sandbar like comes up out of the water and beaches both you and the whale on it. As it just like rises up and suddenly you're just like, and he just starts flopping on this sort of sandbar that came out of the water.
You're really gonna kill my whale?
He's not dead yet. He's just beached.
You just beached him. They can't get back in the water by themselves.
He breathes
You've just
air.
killed my whale.
So,
He
You
breathes
son of a
air.
bitch.
so
Fuck
yeah.
this shit. I'm pulling my bow out and I'm shooting at the boat.
All right. Yeah. Are you shooting the boat or one of the people on the boat?
The fucking boat.
Okay. There's no rolls. You don't hurt the boat. I mean, you can hit it, but it's like solid metal.
Tink, tink.
Yeah.
Put my whale back in the water.
So, do you yell that back out?
Yeah, them yelling that. That's why I yelled that.
So yeah, you hear like a booming voice come from the ship, and it says, "Tiny frog man, why do you transport the carcasses of our kin?"
What are you talking about?
It says, "We know what you have on your ship."
A bunch of gay guys?
He says,
Yes.
"No, and why would that matter?"
I don't know. Maybe y'all hate us. A lot of people do.
He says, "No, you know the cargo you carry. You foul creatures massacre our kind and use our remains for what? For pleasure?"
What the fuck? We're hauling dead bodies?
He says, "Do not play coy with me."
Listen, dead bodies are gross. You can't fuck them. Well, I mean, you can, but it's disgusting. I don't care. Like,
He says, "Turn over your cargo and you might yet live."
feel free to come take it. I don't want it.
He says, "We shall see." And the ship passes over you and the whale.
But like, can you please put the whale back in the... He's gonna die!
"We'll return the whale when our kin are returned."
Ah, okay. I'm just gonna chill on the sandbar with Claykin.
Yeah. So yeah, the ship is now nearing the vessel, and the captain's gone a little insane because his kill has been robbed from him, and he's like, "Those bastards robbed me of my revenge. Kill them!" He's yelling out, "Kill them!" Does anyone do anything?
I don't know yet. I mean,
So
like,
Randall and O'Connor kind of look at each other and they're like, like, maybe. He's like, you know what? That's a pile. Come here. And Pile's like, What is it? He's like, okay, O'Connor, on 3. And Connor's like, he's like, 1, 2, 3. And they both like grab him and like chuck him like at the ship. And it's about like, ah! He's just like flying in the air. He's like, what the? And he like hits the side of the ship and starts falling to the water. And you see a harpoon like shoot down, spear through his chest, and then he's just like hanging from it now, swinging from the ship itself. And once again, the booming voice is like, "You declare war on our kind?
No,
the war you shall have."
Oh God!
And then you see like several, like I don't know, foot tall beings like start descending from the ship. They're flying down towards your ship, and they're armed with any number of armaments, and they're all wearing like sort of silver armor with gold trim. Does anyone do
I
anything?
just wanted to get the fuck off this ship.
Yeah, I am wondering what is
Can
going
I pull a
on.
white flag out of my adventuring gear?
Sure.
Cool, I pull a white flag out of my adventuring gear and just like stick it in the sandbar beside us. I'm just gonna sit there and talk to fucking Clayton.
Clayton's like, so, this is awkward.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we should have ever gotten, involved with boats.
So he says,
I'm more comfortable on top of you.
He says, well, what about your husband? You think he's gonna be okay?
I hope so.
And
He's
what-
a smart guy. He should be
And
fine.
what about your son?
Nah, I'm not too sure about that kid.
Oh.
I think he might not be gay. That's kind of racist.
He's like, does that matter?
I mean, yeah, I want gay babies.
I thought you would love him no matter what, even if he was straight.
Well, yeah, I love him, but if he gets himself killed, I mean, gay babies.
But you can't have babies with Mike, I don't think.
But I'm pretty sure I can make a baby gay. Like, I feel like I can do that.
That feels very wrong. That definitely feels wrong. I think
You've
maybe
been
the way
with
that-
me for like 27 years. You should know that there's nothing right up here.
He's like, maybe you're right. He says, I mean, ever since I've known you, I've been a little sore. So, I can never swim straight.
Me either.
As well, I'm kind of beached here in the sandbar, so I guess all I can do is watch.
Yep, this ought to be interesting.
Weird. Can you guys still see me?
No,
Yeah.
I can speak.
kidding, yes.
Yeah. No, I got a weird message. It said like my connection to the server had been terminated. It's kind of weird. Because it was Roll20 that said it, not like the other services.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, so you guys are being descended upon by all these fairies.
I'm yelling like, "What's going on?" Like to the people, the ship and stuff.
Yeah. What about Finn?
I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I don't know that, that we're carrying bodies, so that
None of
doesn't
us
help.
do.
Well, none of you have heard that. That was like too far away for
Yeah.
you to hear.
Can
That's
they
why I'm
still
asking.
see me from this far, though?
Yeah, I mean they can see you from when you're like a distance away. They wouldn't be able to hear you. They can kind of like, if you waved your arms, they could tell that you were doing something.
Well, I'm sure they can see a big white flag.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that
And a
big.
giant...
It's
There's literally a giant 60-foot whale beached
Yes, they
with
can
a
definitely
white
see
flag
each
sitting
whale.
beside it. 100% they can see that.
The-
Fine, I
the
pick
whale,
up the
not
flag
the-
and hop up on top of the whale and start waving the flag.
Yeah, I mean, their ship was attacked by the people in front of them, so they're probably ignoring you.
I'm still yelling like, "What's going on? Like, why are we getting attacked?"
Yeah. What's Finn doing?
I don't know because like I just went off the ship and Now I'm gonna die on this ship.
So you're just standing there like,
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll look out to see if my dad's okay. Do I need to discern realities on that? See if I can even see that far?
Discern to see how well you can see from the distance.
Yeah. Ooh.
Perfectly.
Yeah, I mean,
You can see a bright orange frog waving away.
You can see the frog and the whale on the sandbar, and the flag waving. And so you see that he's okay.
Why is Dad waiting? So I should be able to tell it's a white flag?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I relay that I think Dad's waving a white flag. Like, to give up? Hey, you would... That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe we should figure this
What
out.
is Mike doing?
Hitting on the fairies.
I don't know, I can't even hear him.
He's doing
There he goes.
I'm doing kegels first of all.
How?
Limber up, first rule.
Kegels require a certain article of plumbing that you definitely don't have.
I make the kegels.
Yeah. He's got a pussy.
I don't think it works that way. Do you?
I mean,
I
pelvic floor.
Were you having problems when you sneezed? I don't.
So how far away is the frog? mean, how
A decent distance because he was swimming pretty quick because that whale was the fast whale.
Is he in any danger?
No, you guys are in danger.
Oh boy. I guess I'll just hold fast. See what happens.
Cool.
We're
So
gonna fucking die.
yeah. The captain pulls out a second sword and charges, and he starts swiping at the flying creatures. He knocks one and smacks it to the ground. As soon as that happens, a bolt of lightning shoots from the top of the ship and strikes the captain. He sort of jolts and shudders and then just falls to the deck and twitches a little bit while he's on the deck.
I twitch a little bit when I'm on the deck too.
Yeah. You guys hear the booming voice and it says, "Lay down your weapons."
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, mate.
Y'all just drop your weapons.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean,
They got lightning magic. No thanks.
did you just see what they did to the captain?
Yeah. So yeah, all the fairies land on the deck, surrounding all of you with their weapons, and you're just standing with your weapons. And then you see a slightly larger fairy with a crown start descending from the boat.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. And
Rose wouldn't know, but
yeah, and
I mean, she.
so this fairy comes down, and when he comes down, the other fairies sort of take a knee, and he says, "I am King Recantus of the Fairy Nation, and we have come to reclaim the remains of our kin."
What do you mean, the remains of your kin?
He says, "You know damn well what I mean."
I don't, but if it's on the ship, take it, man.
He says, "Show me to your cargo hold."
I show him to the cargo hold. I'm like, I just came on here to party.
Do you know where the cargo hold is?
I mean, I'm sure that
I'll
I was
take
showing
him to the
around.
cargo
Yeah,
hold.
please.
Joke's
please
on
show
him. Now he has to deal with Scat Tony.
Randall and O'Connor are checking on the captain, they're like, "Oh my god, is he okay? Is he alive?" Kate's just licking herself right now, just watching it all unfold. So yeah,
that
Finn,
sounds
you take the larger ferry, and like 6 other like armored ferries follow you down. As
Do
you're
you
going down.
all you guys got to be down here?
He says, "Our kind are being hunted and killed worldwide." What do you
literally
think?
just struck us with a bolt of lightning. I think you're gonna be okay. But that's fine. Just bring them all.
Oh, he's not bringing all of them. He's bringing just a small handful of them. Yeah. So you get down, and Scatoni is down there. What does Scatoni do down there?
Oh, he shits in buckets.
Cool. Yeah, Scatoni is just like filling buckets because he has the anus of holding. I guess.
Anus is
My favorite
sounds
part is that
terrible.
all of these people are now canonical in our world.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
So
I want all of it.
No,
In
I
fact,
know you
Ian
do.
Swallows is going to be a new mainstay character for me.
Okay.
So Recantus is as soon as he starts descending, he's like, "Dear God, what is that smell?"
It's fucking Scatoni.
May I
don't know,
please
man.
be Scatoni?
Fine,
I
just
showed
Scatoni.
a blade in all this.
Beef quesaritos!
Oh God.
He's like, "What foul beast is this?"
Hi, Fat Tony. Here to fill your buckets.
What purpose does that serve?
Relief. And also excellent bioweaponry.
He says, "I have half a mind to light it all on fire."
I would not recommend that. We will die.
And he says, "Where are the crates?"
Behind the buckets.
He's like, "Move the buckets."
That's a lot of buckets. It's going to take me a minute.
He says, "Then a minute it will take."
That's it. He's going to move all the buckets.
So he pops it
While
over.
holding a bucket behind him and continuing to shit.
Once you free up the crates, he pops one open, and he puts his hand in it and picks it up and looks at it, and he says, "I feared. They're using forbidden breeding techniques." And he like empties it back in, and he says to one of the guards something. He whispers in the ear. The guard goes up and brings down like several of the fairies, and then through a feat of magic, the crates levitate and they sort of like usher them out of the bottom hold, and he comes back up to the top, and when he gets up there, he's like, "Your lives are spared this day, except that one," and he points to the captain. And the body immediately just like burst into flames.
Cool.
And when that happens, O'Connor and Randall, fall back, and they're both like, "Captain, no!" And they look like they
Are they in
want to
love
fight.
with him or
Like
something?
they sort of put their hands on their weapons, and Candace is like, "I wouldn't do that. At least you end up like him." And he looks over at Kate, and he says, "I guess you're the captain now." And then he ascends back up to his ship along with the crates. And as he's going up, he sort of like waves his hand, and the sandbar in the distance like sinks back into the ocean. And then Ian and Whale. I want to say like
Claken.
Claken. I was like, it's Kraken, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ian and Claken descend back into the water, while the captain's body burns on the ship. And
Somebody please put the captain's body out.
and somebody roll discern realities.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I got an 8.
So when he's ascending back to the ship with his men, you catch like just some keywords out of a conversation. You hear captive fairies. You hear something about priestess, and then something about breeding.
I relay this information.
Yeah, not that anyone would care on this ship.
Yeah.
Those things you hear.
Well, then I guess I don't. I would probably be smart enough to know that they wouldn't care.
Yeah. And then the ship just sort of like takes off, west. So there you guys are with the now burned captain body. Somebody roll Defy Danger for the ship. Flat 2d6.
11.
Oh, good. Yeah, the captain burns, and none of the methane
Safely.
in the bottom of the ship hold escapes while that's happening.
Fat Tony's real proud of his ability to hold the farts in.
Yeah. So, anyways. So, yeah, so then Kate's like, well, that was wild, wasn't it?
Yes.
She says, well, the big little man made me captain, I guess. Said I was in charge. Anyone challenge that?
Am I back up on the ship yet?
Oh, did you make your way back to the ship?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Gotta see what happened.
Yeah.
Shut up, Kate.
And she says, you
Who
want
lets
to have a
a
go
woman
then?
be in charge?
You want to fight it for it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
All right. Let's go right now.
Fight Kate.
And so she
Kate fight.
she does her hands like like she's Wolverine or some business. Claws come out, and then she's like, "Oh wait, hold on 1 second," and she like immediately takes her apron off and folds it, and it's like covered in stains and nastiness, but like she folds it and sets it off to the side.
While she's doing that, I stab her.
Roll Defy Danger, or well, just roll Dex. Sorry, roll
I'm a
Dex.
pirate, so
Roll Dex.
7.
Yeah, so you stab her some. So go ahead and roll some damage.
Cool. What is my damage? D8.
Oh, right.
5 damage.
Cool. Were you attempting to stab her?
I guess in the ass while she's putting her apron down.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely cut her butt cheek.
But she's slightly armored because of all the abuse she's endured on the ship.
Like I haven't, honey.
And yeah, I mean when you cut her, she like wheels around and her claws catch you just like across the cheek. And you take a small amount of damage from that. Two damage. And she says, "No honor among sailors, I take it. Stupid frog. Looks like we're having
Honey,
frog
you know I
soup
was
for
a
dinner."
pirate. Looks
And,
like everybody gets to eat some pussy tonight.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, do you want to make an attack at this point? Another attack?
Oh, I'm gonna continuously fight Kate.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for an attack.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip my bow out and shoot at her.
Okay.
9.
All right. Where are you shooting?
I guess in the city.
Yeah. You shoot her and it does sink in some. She's got very large
Damage, I assume.
Yeah. Roll damage. Yeah, she's got
6.
very large assets, and so while it does sink in, it's mostly
All the easier to hit you with.
right. And when it does, she just like slashes and breaks it off, and so it's still sticking out, but she's broken off the tip of it. And then she grabs the apron that she took on the floor and then like slings it at you. So roll a Defy Danger.
On what?
Dex.
Cool.
Yes. So the the apron like hits you.
So you rolled
like,
it twice and got the same number twice.
Yeah,
Crusty apron.
yeah. It hits you, and you get tangled up in it in just a moment, and you'll take sort of just a -1 on your next roll. So, and while they're like fighting on the deck, is anyone like helping or hindering in any way?
As long as I get off this fucking boat.
I light up a smoke.
As you're lighting up a smoke, both Randall and O'Connor walk up on either side of you, and they're like, "Hey, well, looks like this is gonna take a minute. You want to go, do something else for a while?"
Not now. I'm smoking and brooding.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess maybe later then, huh?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And they just both stand beside you. And then about this time, First Mate Scat makes it out of the door from the mess hall to the deck, and he's like, "What in tarnations happened up here? Why is the captain look like toast?
Nah, mate, he's fucking dead.
What? He's fucking dead? That means I'm free. I'm free. No longer do I owe the debt. Oh, it's the freedom for me." And he like starts walking over there and unzipping his pants. Mike, what you doing?
Just gonna stand by and watch, because if I interfere, it won't be official.
Yeah. Finn, what are you doing?
So, just watching.
I'm gonna watch these two fight it out. I mean, it's not my battle.
Yeah. Cool. About the time Navigator Fartsworth walks out, he's just like covered in butter. And he's like, "Oh, man, nothing like fighting yourself. It's what a good battle." And he's like, "Hey, what are they fighting about?"
Well, Captain's dead, so now they're seeing,
Who owns the ship?
yeah, who owns the ship, and there's a lot of stuff. I'm getting the fuck off this boat.
And he's like, "Oh, well, I mean, I think Tony owns the ship. Yeah, he's actually the captain's son."
Tell these idiots.
Why do you think he gets away with just sitting in the hold, just shitting all day long?
Oh, great.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, maybe they'll just kill each other, and then we won't have to deal with that anymore. So, back to Ian. What are you doing?
Killing Cade.
Yep. What you doing next?
Another arrow.
Yeah, take a -1 because you're dealing with the entanglement.
Yep. And another 8. Cool.
Wow, you're like king of 8s.
Yeah, apparently.
Where are you shooting?
This time I'm aiming for the head.
Cool. So yeah, you definitely
2 damage.
just sort of like graze her head. It like nicks her, maybe like clips a part of her ear, and she lunges forward at you with claws out. Roll a Defy Danger on your decks.
6.
Yeah, so she definitely like tackles you and sinks her claws into like your like chest and shoulder, knocking you to the ground. And you're gonna take some damage from that. 3 damage. So now what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take an arrow and try and stab her in the neck.
All right, go for it.
Seven.
All right. Roll for some damage.
5.
Yeah, you definitely get it like part way into her neck. You're not piercing all the way through, but you jab it in, and she coughs up a pretty massive hairball. Hits you sort of like right in the face when you do that. It's sort of nasty and slimy, and then on your next action, a -1 for like hairball in the face.
Okay.
So she's still sort of like, you're working her off of you because the stabbing has relinquished her hold on you. So
another arrow in the neck.
all right.
5.
Cool. So just because of the hairball, you miss, right? You're misjudged like the depth, and she jumps back, and when she does, she kicks you to the ground. And
I was already on the ground.
well, she kicks you like she jumps off of you, like kicks like springboards off of you,
Ah, okay.
like with her like feet on your chest or body or whatever. And so that's 8 damage as she jumps back several feet, trying to like deal with the arrow sticking out of her neck.
Okay.
Mike, are you stepping in to help your husband at any point in time? Or are you just letting this play out?
Do what now?
Are you stepping in to help your husband at any point in time? Or are you just letting it play out?
I gotta let it play out, mate. Can't interfere.
So yeah, well, so both you and Finn are standing there just watch this happen, and Fartsworth is this is looking like it's looking pretty gory. Are you guys not gonna help?
They're going to keep fighting. Even if we stop them, they're going to just fight each other later.
'Cause, yeah, but I don't know. It feels serious, maybe.
Oh yeah, one of them's going to kill each other. It's going to happen.
No, I guess so. Yeah. All right. About this time, those of you that
I mean,
notice-
that's a good set of titties going to waste, but whatever.
She was trying to give it to you earlier, sir.
Nah, man. Look. It's okay. He realizes it's still going to waste, but it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I still get off this boat.
If anyone looks over and notices,
Didn't know that.
now First Mate Scat is just urinating on the captain's remains.
Okay.
Yep. So Ian, what are you doing?
Shooting her in the face.
All right.
4.
Let's be honest, it's not the first shot she's taken to the
Yeah.
face.
Your the cord on your bow snaps when you draw it back, and it sort of just like whips you in the face when it does. You take just a small amount of damage when that happens. And your bow is broken. Meanwhile, Kate is like managed to like break off the part of the arrow that's like in her neck, and just the embedded part's still embedded in it. And she's started like charging at you. What do you want to do?
Chuck the spear at her.
All right.
9.
Yeah, roll for damage.
7.
Where do you think, what part of her body are you doing it at?
Fucking neck.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, the spear catches her in the neck and like pins her to the like mast that's like behind her, and as it pins her to the mast, you see her just like start coughing. She's she says, "I never should have taken stupid sailors. Should have."
Right
Or-
before she dies, I want to get right up close to her, right beside her ear, and go, "This is my ship. I am the captain now."
You'll never be captain. And she yells out some like sort of homosexual slurs.
Jesus.
So, and then she dies, and she goes limp.
Cool. So I'm limping at this point,
Yeah, for sure.
but now I'm gonna go cut a deal with Fat Tony.
All right. So you just like head down to the.
Yep.
All right. So what
I
do
assume I've been on this ship long enough to know he's his son.
yeah, maybe. Let's roll your the spout lore, basically. I guess.
Wisdom.
I think spout lore is an intellect.
Okay. Come on. Click button. 6.
You did not know.
Cool.
Maybe you just didn't care to ask.
In that case, I will now shout out, I am the captain now!
Cool. So Tony's still down below, doesn't know what's going on. So I mean, he's not going to contest it at this point. What is your first order as captain?
Clean up this mess and let's keep heading forward.
Who do you tell it to?
Everybody.
Well,
Everybody knows their roles.
Does anyone actually clean up the deck?
I'm
I
a
guess
guest on
so.
this ship.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys are maybe like, a half a day's sail out for Macrotier still, and so you start sort of heading that way. And who's gonna cook?
Fuck it, I'll cook.
All right.
We're only half a day, it's only like another meal.
Yeah. So Randall says to you, he's like, Captain Swallows, Captain Ian, what do you prefer?
Please, I will change my name to Jack. Call me Captain Jack Swallows.
Okay. Captain Jack Swallows. It's not weird at all. So we don't have our cargo anymore. Somebody's gonna be really mad when we arrive in Macrotier.
Alright. So, I'm gonna look at Claken. He is trained in search, so I'm gonna have him search for treasure underwater.
Okay.
Before we get to Macrotier, I'm gonna have him dredge up something for us to sell.
Okay. Is there like a role for that, for treasure searching, or?
No, he's just trained in it.
Okay. How about we have you roll for accurately conveying what actually is or isn't treasure?
I can talk to animals. I can... Come on, Mike.
Then a luck roll.
Fine.
We need some sort of roll. It's not. You can't just automatically find decent treasure for no reason. So.
It doesn't have to be decent treasure. It just has to be underwater treasure.
Oh, okay.
I don't care if it's decent or not.
Okay. He pulls up the remains of a rusty cart.
Okay. Let's see how it's gonna be, Mike. All right.
You could have rolled on luck and gotten lucky, but no, you just like, all right.
You know what? I go under the deck, light a match.
Why?
Because you're doing this to me, Mike. This ship's going down.
Oh my god. I mean...
Just play nice for characters that aren't gonna exist anymore.
Jesus.
I mean...
Well, Rose is.
Yeah, she doesn't count.
Are you really letting a match?
No.
Okay. Because we can do that. I mean, or you can roll on luck for maybe getting good treasure.
All right, so we're gonna be out in sail for several days while he continues to pull up shit
Okay.
until we find something that is halfway decent.
All right.
Once again, it could just be like a chest filled with old swords or something. I don't care, but come on, better than a rustic cart.
All right.
How the hell did you even get a cart into the ocean?
Yeah, it was being transported on the ship, and whatever ship it was on went down.
Carts are made of wood.
Yeah, but there's like metal pieces. Not all carts are made of wood.
So, hold on. Now you're telling me that there's metal carts in this world.
Maybe in the olden times. Maybe it's a technology that's been lost.
We're only a couple of steps away from a car.
That's what I'm hearing.
You just saw.
You've done something unfortunate. Because Kyle now understands that cars can be made.
Kyle doesn't understand that.
Kyle has knowledge of the old world, so he knows cars exist. Once he finds out that metal carts exist, That's it. I'm gonna have a sick ass '78 Camaro. Like,
Hoopty.
Well, I don't know that Kyle's gonna be able to construct a combustion engine from scratch.
actually, you allowed his thing to be able to craft things from knowledge from the old world.
Yeah, but he's not making a supercomputer either.
He has a book of science.
There's limits.
You allowed
Okay.
it?
Anyway.
All right. Okay. I will roll luck. Fuck it. Nine. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you find a small chest with some like rubies and emeralds in it.
Cool. We're gonna sell those
Okay.
and then hire a cook.
Cool. So yeah, you land at port, and you were supposed to land several days ago. So whoever was waiting for you isn't waiting for you now. So I mean, at the moment, no one's searching for you. If they discover that you're around, they might have questions or whatever. But yeah, you get there and you manage to sell your wares. Are you trying to sell them to anyone specific, or are you just like trying to sell them on the street?
I'd assume that there's some form of jeweler shop. This is a very large town. We are in the big port town, right?
Yeah, Macrotry.
I'm sure we could find a place to sell it.
Yeah. So.
That doesn't actually be gone into detail, of course. It's just something to sell.
Right. Yeah. So you managed to acquire, a fistful of gold for these characters. Enough that somebody did come looking for the.
And we all know that Ian loves a good fist.
Yeah. So Rose, when you land,
Ian does love a good
when you land in
two fists if he can get it.
Did you ever make good on your promise to the elves?
No, but I'd like to say that they were stupid enough to still think that they had a snowball's chance in hell.
Well, I think by the time you land, they're frustrated, for sure. Do you continue to hang out with this group, or are you like disembarking in Macrotry to go?
I'm disembarking for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like she talks a big game, but the reason she really went on the ship was to kind of take one for the team, so they'd leave Melody alone.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you disembark after your travels, and leave the group. Do you tell them goodbye, or do you sort of slip away into the?
I slip away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So after you've slipped away, Randall looks around and he's like, "Hey, where'd that halfling go?
Nowhere.
Did you see where she went? Hey, Finn, you see where the halfling went?"
No, actually I didn't.
And then O'Connor's like, "Hey, Mike, where did Rose go?
No idea, mate.
What'd you guys do with Kate's body? Just toss it overboard, or?"
Used it to fuel the fire on the ship. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, Ian's captain. What would Ian had done with the body?
I said we were eating pussy tonight.
Okay, so you ate. At the very least, you ate Kate.
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Sir.
Cool.
It's steak, I swear.
Yeah. So when you also one thing when you arrive in Macrotry, security's been tightened a considerable amount, and there are a lot of posters offering rewards for information on the missing Duchess, the Duke's daughter, Imogen, and of course there's still the posters that are up, heralding the upcoming festival and tournament.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you go about your sailor ways, and that's sort of where we sort of end this, I guess.
Yes, I get off this ship.
Do you run away?
He goes to the prostitute district.
I tell them I may or may not be back.
Does anyone try and stop him?
Okay, have fun, sweetie.
Yeah, no,
Later.
mate, go find yourself. Go have fun.
Later, dads.
If we're not here, we'll probably be back in a couple of months.
Sure thing. Bye.
So fucking proud of that boy.
God, he's such a handsome boy.
Fucking love him.
So,
Aw.
Finn, you're now unemployed, and as you're walking down the streets of Macrotier, there's a shop, and it
If you
says,
put me in that fucking shop.
it says enchants, and this
I know exactly which shop.
this
I
co-
knew
this-
exactly where I was
this
going.
kobold, he's like doing something with the windows, and he sees you. He's like, "Hey, you sailor? You sailor?
I was. What do you want? What do
Yeah.
you need?
Oh, you need a new job?
Sure. Why
Oh,
not?
Good. I need shop boy. I recently upgrade shop. I best enchanter on the street.
Best enchanter on the street.
On this
You
street.
know what?
Just this street.
Oh. Just on
I
this.
I learned from master. He teach me everything he know, and I learned some of it.
Oh. Oh shit. I should have stayed on the fucking boat. Alright, sure. Yeah.
It's all fantastic. All right, I can afford to pay you eventually. He says, but you come eat at my house. You stay with me. My wife and 35 children, they love house guests, and we feed you. But one thing, my wife, she's so large. Don't mention it. She doesn't. She's conscious, self-conscious.
Aw.
She's
Also-
conscious. I
Also,
hope she's conscious.
also, do you speak kobold?
Not really.
Oh, I only one in the family that speak common. That's okay. He says, you want to live with me till you can afford a house of your own?
Sure, why not? Oh,
Fantastic.
fuck.
Cool. Yes. Yes.
Kobolds.
Grab that box, and he points to the box that's outside. He says, you bring that inside, and he starts walking in.
All right.
And then that's I think that's maybe where we fade out with Finn walking into the kobold's enchanting shop.
I'm good with this.
God. Jesus.
And there we go. Here, ship battle.
Yep.
Leviathans and fairies.
It was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
Lots of feces and whatnot. Bye, stream. It was good seeing you.
I like how now I can see Brad. It took that long.
Wow.
Yeah, you too now.
You can
My
see
shit
it?
fucked up right at the end of the game, and now I can't see either Brad or James. But I just hopped in Discord.
I can't